N8n versus Pydantic. Which one is better? N8n is built for those who want to prototype and automate fast, with or without deep coding experience. You get a visual editor, hundreds of pre-built integrations, and low-code logic blocks. You can still inject custom JavaScript functions where needed, but most work is done visually. Pydantic is entirely code-based and excels in Python-heavy backends. If you're working with fast API, Django, or building Python-based data pipelines, Pydantic gives you elegant, readable, and strict models that eliminate a ton of boilerplate. If you prefer visual workflow, N8n wins. If you are deep in Python and need tight schema control, Pydantic is unbeatable. N8n shines when you need to connect third-party services, build no server automation, or trigger multi-step background flows. Marketing teams, DevOps engineers, and SaaS builders use it to save time and reduce manual tasks. Pydantic is best when you're building internal system, APIs, or ETL pipelines. It's the backbone of fast APIs request, response, parsing, and is increasingly common in data science and machine learning projects to ensure clean data entry and schema validation. Choose N8n for workflow automation and and orchestration, and Pydantic for data correctness and model enforcement in Python ecosystem. With Pydantic V2, performance has improved massively up to 50 times faster parsing in some benchmarks. It now supports strict typing, lazy validation, and union optimizations. It's ready for production grade, high throughput systems, and in the end is also evolving rapidly. Their cloud offering is more stable and community plugins are stronger, and they now support key queue executions and cron jobs, custom triggers, and scaling with Docker, Kubernetes, and Redis. Pydantic wins for raw performance in data-heavy systems. N8n wins in orchestrated performance for automated workflow and async triggers. N8n has 700 plus integrations and supports OAuth 2, GraphQL, REST, file upload, webhooks, and even GitHub Actions. It's incredibly flexible and can be self-hosted or run in the cloud. Pydantic, while not about integrations in the typical sense, is deeply integrated into fast API, SQL model, and the Python data ecosystem. It also pays well with Pandas, NumPy, and PyTorch when validating data before models. For extended tools integration, N8n is unmatched. For deep Python-based system work, Pydantic is core infrastructure. Pydantic gives strong guarantees and around data validation. If your app expects schema, Pydantic ensures that what you get, its type hinting, schema inheritance, and serialization feature are incredibly reliable and unit test friendly. N8n workflow being visual are harder to version control or test, though the team is improving their GitHub sync, workflow export and import, and backup tools. Security-wise, self-hosting gives you control, but cloud environments still require good credential hygiene. For code-tested system, Pydantic is easier to secure and test, while N8n still wins for rapidly prototyping and non-critical automations. Pydantic is fully free and open source. It doesn't cost a thing. The work anywhere Python works. N8n is also open source with a free self-hosted version and paid tier for cloud hosting, team collaboration, and scale features. You can run it on Raspberry Pi or deploy it in enterprise scale. Both are budget friendly, but Pydantic is pure code and truly free, while N8n power scales with your infrastructure. It's also worth noting how developer behavior is shifting this 2025. More teams are embracing polyglot stacks, combining visual tools like N8n with Python heavy services. In this new workflow driven environment, N8n acts like a control tower, trigger, routing, and transforming data, while Pydantic ensures every handoff inside Python backend is bulletproof. They are a growing trend where low code and high code meet, and N8n with Pydantic is perfect representation of the balance. You don't need to choose one over the other. You need to know when to use which tools and how to leverage their strength together. N8n is exploring deeper AI assisted automation, better team collaboration workflow, and built in observability tools. Pydantic is evolving into foundation layer not just for fast API, but future frameworks built on structure, type Python logic, especially as type Python becomes more mainstream. N8n catches webhook from your front end form. It routes data to your backend Python service. Pydantic validates that data, checking for name, email, rule, and ensuring the plan type is within your predefined enum. If it's valid, N8n moves forward to send welcome email, log to Notion, and notify your sales team in Slack. If it's invalid, N8n sends friendly rejections emails and logs the incidents for review. This hybrid flow is now becoming the norm, and developers who understand how to stitch tools together like this are leading game in 2025. So, N8n versus Pendanting isn't about which is better overall. It's about what problem you are trying to solve. If you are building system, APIs, or AI pipeline in Python, and your work depends on data quality, structure, and strict typing, Pydantic is irreplaceable. It saves you from bugs, headaches, and inconsistent schemas. But if you are trying to connect tools, automate repetitive workflow, or empower non-dev teams, N8n gives you superpowers. It's fast, flexible, and lets you create robust automations without reinventing the wheel. So, which is better in 2025? If you're coding backends and APIs, Pydantic is essential. But if you're automating workflow and integrations, N8n is the hero. And if you're building a modern system in 2025, you might just find yourself using both together. Imagine a webhook hits your N8n endpoint. The payload is parsed and validated through a Python microservice using Pydantic, returned back into your automation, and sent to Slack, Notion, and Discord at once. That's not a tool war. That's a modern stack. And that's how you win. So that's it.